So we're going to come to the last move, the 8th move of the Pilates qigong sequence, based on the 8 brocades, just the motions from them. And this qigong sequence is, we've got the Pilates set up with it. So basically it's the qigong moves with the Pilates setup. And this one's called Shake the Back 7 times, Eliminate 100 illnesses, or the by being. We're not going to go in that direction, done that on other videos. This is going to be more Pilates setup with the motions, the qigong motions, nice simple motion, this one. Again, we're going to zip up pelvic floor, scoop out your abdominals, take the navels towards the spine and just focus on the breathing and calibrating and linking that to motion, or calibrate and synchronize the breath with the motion, integrate the breath with the movement. As simple as that. Again, these would be good if you're coming back from like a really bad back problem, etc., but still be easy with them. Again, I'll put a few modifications which are not really specifically in the official traditional form, but again, it's called Shake the Back 7 times, Eliminate 100 illnesses. There's a little bit of extension in the back, like this, so I would definitely advise putting hands here, especially any back problems here, and modify this bit, you know. You'd have to come back right back here. But if you're gathering in, take the navel towards the spine, that's going to give you a little bit of support there. But I would really modify this part again, or not do it at all. There's a little hop on the heels. We come back here, and then we have a little hop on the heels, and we go down and flexion of the spine there. The same with all flexion of the spine. If you want to bend the knees more, so it's easier to get down, or not come down that far, then do that. Again, make these all unique to you, with the speed, tempo and the range, and your breath work with your body. Not necessarily has to be exact on how someone else's body does this. Okay, make them unique to you. It's your Pilates or qigong, it's your union of your mind and body. So we're going to go back, going to get the breathing first. So we're going to zip up pelvic floor, scoop out your abdominals, take the navel towards the spine. That will naturally help you breathe into these lower lobes of the lungs. Okay, not like the traditional breath, breathing into the belly, button like a balloon. That has its benefits. For meditative breathing, massaging your organs, we're going down this Pilates line of zipping up pelvic floor, scooping out your abdominals. Then I'll explain the pelvic floor as your long journey. Go to the toilet and you stop yourself going. That's your pelvic floor. Okay, they go together with a corset muscle, 3 layers deep. Okay, so again, you've got the pelvic floor here. Again, it's just to get this in your mind anyway, gives you a visualization what's going on. End of the pelvic floor there. 3 layers deep, we've got this corset muscle linking onto this line, this B line, bikini line, belt line, whatever you want to call that. 3 layers deep, this corset links onto that, wrapping around the spine, which is all segmentally stabilizing the spine. So as you zip up pelvic floor, you're throwing the corset naturally, or vice versa, you're throwing the corset here, tucking the belly button. You'll zip up pelvic floor. They both work together, but we go for it segmentally. We say zip up pelvic floor, scoop out your abdominals. They go together. If you forget one, the other one will go, vice versa. So tuck in the belly button, you'll zip up pelvic floor. Or if you just zip up pelvic floor, that'll help you tuck in the belly button as well. They go together. And again, they join on this B line here. And again, that'll give you an awareness of what's going on. Again, you don't have to necessarily have that. But sometimes it's a bit like an amnesia. If you don't know these muscles are there, you can't use them in the correct fashion. If you know they're there, you can use them in the correct fashion. So zip up pelvic floor, scoop out your abdominals. Let's start with the breathing. 2 middle fingers touching here underneath the breastbones, shoulders down, because 90% of us are overactive in these upper traps. So we don't really encourage this. And as you zip up pelvic floor and scoop out your abdominals and breathe in through the nose, if you do that now, and exhale through pursed lips, you'll see this parting going on. Okay, the 2 middle fingers slightly parting and coming back to touch each other. Just adding width to the lungs and length for the out breath. That lovely, free, expansive breath. Breathing through the nose and exhaling through pursed lips. As you blow out that candle through pursed lips, remember that exhale works like a cough or a sneeze. Remember you've got the pelvic floor there and the corset, and it comes in towards the spine. So an exhale, nice forceful exhale, will help you zip up pelvic floor and scoop out your abdominals without even trying or trying not to try. Lovely. So let's link that to motion. So from here, we'll do it sideways on. Again, I'll start the hands here on the kidneys, Shensu. Again, all you do is slightly lean back. Again, in a lot of traditional forms it's here, but I would support this back. You don't want to hyperextend the back too much without any support, unless you're fine with that, you're fine, but I wouldn't. I'd always support the back. Spread the fingers here and come up, just like a Mackenzie back extension, but a slight little move back would be fine. Again, that's going to stretch the abs, the rectus abdominis here, the abs, which get very compressed a lot of times through bearing gravity. So we're just opening that out slightly. Again, if you're back here, you're fine, but exploit the range to suit you. Be very careful on this. You don't want to slip discs going back that way. So again, you come back and you just breathe in, and you're going to exhale. We're going to hop on the heels. Okay. Again, that shakes up the sediment, the chi in the body, adds a little bit of bone density to the heels, and you're going to exhale down. Again, it's not a classical yoga stretch here, Uttanasana, that's different. It's just a sort of more of a release stretch. Knees are soft, they can be down here, as soft as you like the knees. To make it easier, you can come all the way down, or not quite as far down. Okay, you have the feet parted, I've got mine parted, that's a bit easier. If you want them more together, that makes it a little bit harder. Try it out, see what suits you. Okay, hanging in like a ragdoll, wet ragdoll, nice and loose, or a wilting flower. Then you're going to breathe in, come up. The same in breath, you're going to get that slight back extension, be careful with that, and exhale. And carry on that exhale all the way down. Then breathe in, come up. Get the extension out of the way. Nice even breathing. Breathing coming up. Again, the hop. On the way down, we exhale. That'll fire that exhale. That'll help you zip up pelvic floor and scoop out the abdominals, like I said, like a cough or a sneeze. Then it comes in towards the spine, and you exhale down and carry that on down. Again, going to come a bit closer. Front ways on. A little bit of extension. If you want to go back here, be careful. If you want to soften these, be a bit extra careful. You can, or widen the feet. See what suits you. Play around with it. Again, I wouldn't throw the head back, because again you've got 5 pounds, or 5 pounds or more with your skull, etc. So you're throwing back your neck like here. You want quality movement. So again, if you're going to come back, I would keep your head slightly forward. You can go back, but be very careful if you're going to do that. I would probably just stick the head forward slightly. You don't just flip the head back, basically. I'm going back quite a lot there, but again, you can do less. You might even want to knead this out. If you're a bit worried about it, then just do this bit. And you're breathing in, coming up, and then exhaling down. It's a... So leaving it out, you'll be... And just naturally doing that, or the extension, you come up. Come up on the toes, and exhale. Fire the exhale. Make sure when you fire the exhale, you're coming forward. You don't want to be sort of doing it back here, because that might not be great. Micro moves around the disc there. With a hard extended back, you don't really want to do that. So again, make sure as you come down, you fire forward into flexion and slowly down. Navel towards the spine, zipping up pelvic floor. It's a... Again, if you want to leave that back extension out, you can do. You can do another way. You can do 2 exhales, so it's a... and come down. And then breathing, come up. Leave the back extension out. It's a 3 if you like. And carry it on, staccato breath. So you can breathe in, come up. So you're breathing with the spine. The spine's naturally doing this in everyday life as you breathe. That's overemphasising the breathing pattern of the spine, the primal pattern of the body. Like when we're knackered or we're breathing in, that's how the spine works, but in micro movements, maybe millimetres. So we're just overemphasising the breathing pattern of the spine. That's why I like this one. Anything like this, flexion and extension is good. But again, these just add a little bit of instability. So if you want to add 3, 4, whatever you like here, gather in against that instability, because that's mimicking these little micro moves everyday life. But again, they can be gentle, they can be just this much off the ground or higher up. Okay, modify, exploit the range, speed and tempo to make it as easy or as hard as you like. And yeah, make it unique to you, as with all these exercises. Lovely, that's the end of the Pilates qigong sequence. Lovely, bang.